If you need a friend who recommends you good movies, good books, good podcasts, courses, and music, hi, you found me. I'm Helly, and in today's video, I'm gonna tell you about my July favorites. Last month, I made a video on my June favorites of the same things, and you guys really wanted another video. I'm deciding to do this like a monthly session where I'll tell you all the favorite things I got in culture, education, entertainment, and I hope that you're gonna like my recommendations. Without any further ado, let's get started. The first segment that we're gonna cover is the movies that I want to recommend to you. Number one, I highly recommend that you watch this movie called Death in the Gunj. It's available on Prime Video and it's amazing. It's such an underrated movie. Apparently, when this movie was released, only 2 people went to watch it at Inox Delhi. And it's literally sad because this movie is so good. It has won a lot of awards and the storyline is amazing. In the light of today's issues, we are talking about mental health more than ever, and this movie highlights it so well. Not to mention the cinematography, the way things are depicted are so well done that I feel like if you've not watched A Death in the Gunj, you are missing on a slice of life that you didn't even know about till today. A lot of my subscribers actually watched this movie after I recommended it on my Facebook, and they were really shocked by how good it was. So make sure that you do watch it too. I think that Vikrant Massey and Kalki are my favorite actors of all time, but apart from them, each and every person in the star cast were amazing. Their acting is literally what brings this movie to life, because there's not a lot of locations, there's not a lot of like scenic beauty per se, but rather the characters, their expressions, and the way they conduct themselves that makes this movie so beautiful. This movie that I'll recommend is called Salam Cinema by Makmal Baf. This is an Iranian movie. I actually got to know about this director called Makmal Baf when I was watching Close Up by Abbas Kiarostami. It's yet another beautiful Iranian movie, and it's a part of the Criterion collection, which is like very prestigious. So by that I got to know about this director, and that's why I saw Salam Cinema. I'll leave a few slides, and this is one of the best scenes of the movie. So this movie actually talks about the stories of different people who want to get into the world of cinema acting, and tells each one of their stories so uniquely. Each and every person who is coming to the screen is different. It's shot like a documentary, but it's also like a movie, and I'm still unclear whether this is actually a documentary or a fictional film or somewhere in between. If any one of you guys actually know what this movie genre is, please let me know in the comments below. But it's beautiful to watch. It's going to transport you to a whole different world, which is not so different from ours, because it speaks to us directly. We are also people with our own ambitions, be it about movies, be it about our own careers, be it about our families, or just something else entirely. We all have passions, we all have desires, and we all are doing something to achieve them. We are passionate about it. These are reasons for which we stay awake at night, the reasons for which we cry. And I feel like something so touching about this movie, but I can't really pinpoint what. And I'd love for you guys to actually watch this movie and let me know what you think. Now, the next movie that I'll recommend is called Raincoat. It's by Ritwanda Ghosh, one of my favorite directors. He's Bengali, by the way, and he is literally one of those lost gems as of now. Raincoat stars Ajay Devgan and Aishwarya, and this is one of the most underrated movies of both the actors, I feel. It's available on YouTube right now, to be honest, but I'm not sure how legal that is. But you can watch it even on hoichoi.tv. It's a Bengali app subscription where it's available legally. Now, in Raincoat, it's a beautiful story about 2 lovers meeting after a really long time, and there's a lot that is unsaid, and this story is actually taken from one of the most popular short stories of all time, the name of which, if I tell you, it's gonna be a huge spoiler. Alright, so I highly suggest that you actually watch this movie and then you tell me if you could identify which short story I'm talking about. It's a very popular short story. Like, even if you are not a reader, you probably know about the short story already. So make sure you do watch Raincoat and let me know how you felt about it. The acting is brilliant, the music is brilliant, and all the characters are brilliant as well. Moving on from movies, we are going to talk about the books I'll recommend. I read a lot of books in July. It was a little bit more than June, but still not that much, to be honest. But among all that, I would select a few. Number one, Jake Alsop's very short Penguin book of very short stories. This book has a lot of amazing short stories. Some of my favorites are Mangia Roti, there is Gossip. These 2 are my personal favorites, but all of these short stories are pretty amazing. Since my life is getting so busy and I guests that most of us lead very busy lives. I find it easier to read short stories as of now compared to novels. I do still read novels though. I read a novel called Waiting for Bojangles, which was also equally nice. But in this video, I am recommending a Penguin book of very short stories. Another non-fiction book that I read this last month is called Book of Ichigo Ichi. Okay, now Ichigo Ichi is like a Japanese term which means in this moment an opportunity. It kind of urges you to be more mindful of each moment that you're living, both for yourself and also for the person who is living the moment with you, giving someone an unforgettable experience. It talks about how you can live a better life by being present in a moment. How many times have you just gone through life doing things absolutely mundanely without even thinking twice about what you're doing? And most of the things that we do, especially our daily routine, gets so embedded in us that we don't even take care of what is happening. But when you're more mindful, you will find living a better process. You will enjoy living more, although you're doing the same, literally the same thing every day. I'm also doing a lot of meditation these days, guys, and I can't tell you how much it has helped me. Like, I didn't know that I'll become such a huge fan of meditation. I did meditation then and now and then for a long time, but these days I feel more like a fan of meditation than ever, and it's really weird because there was a time when I didn't even believe in this kind of stuff. But yeah, I guess I'm changing as a person and I'm growing, and I guess that's one of the biggest signs of life happening to me. Now, let's move on from books to the podcasts that I'll recommend. Now, I'll recommend two podcasts. Number one is The Mindset Mentor by Rob Dial. It's a very, very good podcast to listen to. All the episodes are equally amazing. If you want to improve yourself, if you want to improve your life, if you want to change your mindset, which I feel is one of the most important things in life. Your mindset is literally what builds your character. So make sure that you are listening to this podcast if you want to change it, or you want to improve it, or you just want to get to know about new stuff, because I feel like Rob Dial's podcast is very unique. I have listened to and watched videos of multiple personality development stuff, but his podcast is really unique. So yeah, do give it a try. Another podcast that I'll highly recommend is called Online Marketing Made Easy by Amy Porterfield. It's not for people who don't want to build a business, though. If you want to build a business, if you want to become an influencer, if you want to become an online content creator, you should definitely listen to this podcast. It'll help you a lot in growing online, growing your brand, or growing your reach or followers online. And I highly recommend you guys to go through this. But yeah, it's more of a business one. If you want to improve your personality and affect your life in all sorts of ways, Mindset Mentor is a better podcast to listen to. Before we move on with today's video, a huge shout out to today's subscriber of the week. And if you want to be featured in the next video, make sure that you screenshot today's video and tag me on Instagram at @thehellyblog to win a shout out in the next video. Next segment is songs. Now, the last month I was hooked to a couple of songs. Now, I need to give you a little bit of a background to my song journey. Okay, I don't listen to a lot of songs, to be honest, but when I do, I listen to a little bit old school songs. Okay, songs usually from the 50s to the 90s, and this one is called I Just Died in Your Arms Tonight. I absolutely love this song. It's a one-hit wonder. There's something really beautiful about songs that are one-hit wonders. Something just happened after that. The artists were not that recognized probably after that, or there was that one song which was much better than every other song that they ever made. And I Just Died in Your Arms Tonight is one of those songs. It's so beautiful. I can't even tell you how lovely that song is. And another song that I really like listening to is called Ke Sera Sera. This is by Doris Day, and I'm pretty sure you have listened to many versions of this song. There's an inspired Hindi version of this song starring Madhuri Dixit, and I absolutely love that one too. However, the origin is obviously much more beautiful. And Ke Sera Sera is one of those songs that reminds you that what will be. So just don't worry so much about everything. I just lets you loose, lets you go about life just the way you want to. Lastly, I'll recommend you a couple of courses that are available absolutely free. I feel like courses are very important to keep improving. So make it a point to do at least one course every month. There are literally so many free courses available online. You don't have any excuse not to. And two courses that I'll recommend. Number one, it's from Yale University, and it's called The Science of Well-Being. It's available on Coursera for absolutely free. It's amazing. It will help you lead a better life, lead a happier life, and it's from Yale. So that's a huge plus point. I feel like Yale has done a very good job in making massive open online courses. And another course that I'll recommend is called Mindshift. It's a course that I'm going to be doing with my followers on my second Instagram account, Sahili Chatterjee here. So if you want to join me, make sure that you're following me at Sahili Chatterjee here. Mindshift is a course on changing your mindset, improving your mindset, and it's gonna delve a lot into thinking abilities, etc. And I'm super excited to do it. Last month I actually also did another course called entrepreneurship, but it was not that good, and that course was from Future Learn. Okay, so I was not impressed with it, neither were my subscribers, not a lot of them at least, because that course had a lot of written material compared to visual and audio, and I feel like in courses there should be at least more than 50% video or audio material. But anyway, to each his own. So I hope that I'm gonna have a better time doing Mindshift, this new course. And yeah, if you want to join me, make sure you do that on my Instagram. We are gonna do this as a community. So yeah guys, that'll be all for my favorites in the month of July. I hope that you like my recommendations and it'll help you lead a better life. It'll help you lead a better month ahead, and you will be watching some of these movies, listening to some of this music, podcast, reading some of these books. And let me know in a comment below if you want to recommend me something for watching this month so that I can feature it in the next month's video. I hope that you're liking this kind of videos because I really enjoy making this so much. I sit down one day and I wrap everything up, and it's super exciting to do it. And just let me know if you are enjoying it as much as I'm enjoying making these videos. I will be back with another video next week. Until my next video, bye bye.